friends. Welcome back to Movies, Munchies, and Moscato. I am Rhonda.
And I am Rochelle.
And we are just a couple of friends who love movies, television, and wine. So if that is something that interests you, please stick around and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And now it's time for movie news, reviews, and pulp culture discussion. First off, we want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the new Paramount Plus service. Now, this is a service that officially kicks off, actually kicks off tomorrow, but the newer programming is going to start in May. So it is coming off the current CBS All Access network. So all of those shows will stay in place, but they're also going to have some new releases, new shows, new news network, new sports, also new release movies like Mission Impossible 7, A Quiet Place 2, and Paw Patrol are going to be on this service. So it'll be in theaters first, and then it will hit the streaming service about 45 days after. So to me, this is good. I think they're trying to compete with HBO Max, it kind of seems like. So I think that's good. It's good for theaters because what will happen is that they'll at least get to have the movies and try and get that money first, and then it will go to the home network versus HBO Max right now, which is, it's just at the same time. So if you happen to have HBO Max, we'll just watch it there and probably not go to the theater.
Yeah, I like this. I like this option, especially for those of us who are probably going to drop Xfinity and just have internet and then start streaming all these other things.
That's true. No, I agree. Some of the things I wanted to highlight that I saw that was coming to it, we have a new Criminal Minds. Now, at first I was like, this didn't go off the air, but, just late last year. But that's fine. So they're going to do a new Criminal Minds reboot. It's just going to be 10 episodes where they focus over the whole season over one single case. So that will be interesting.
Wow.
It hasn't said anything about maybe who might come back for it, or if it'll just be a whole new cast. So we'll see. Also, another one that struck me was Flashdance. So you guys don't remember the 80s movies. They're going to do a TV series about it, picking up actually where the movie left off. So now that she's gotten into the school that she applied to, it's going to just take off from there. So obviously they're just going to cast someone that would be in that same age range and then go from there. I think this might be interesting.
I think it'd be fun if they went to the original actress, if she's still alive. I'm sure she is.
They can't, because it still has to be someone who's young enough to be in ballet
could be old.
school.
You could be old in ballet.
Ballet school?
Sure. Why not?
Because it's
Isn't that discriminatory?
Okay, sure.
Okay, well, that's why I am not a movie producer.
Go with that. Also, Love Story. So this actually is just a series based off of the film, again, from, I think that movie came out in the 70s with Ally McGraw and Ryan O'Neal.
Right.
So, yeah. So what's weird about it is this comes from the executive producers of Gossip Girl and the OC. But let's see what they do with it. This may be interesting. Maybe.
Right.
Also, the mayor of Kingstown. This just sounds interesting. This is about a family called the McCluskeys, who are power brokers in Kingston, Michigan, where the business of incarceration is the only thriving industry. So the series is supposed to provide a stark look at their attempt to bring order and justice to a town that has neither. So I think that sounds, I'm actually intrigued by that. Also, The Italian Job. This was a movie I loved in the early 2000s with Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, that was a
Seth
good show.
Green,
I enjoyed it
Charlize
as well.
Theron. So this is about the grandchildren of the legendary Charlie Croker, who was played by Mark Wahlberg. So they're going to inherit his old safety deposit box, and a new quest for the infamous Italian bouillon is reignited.
Wow.
I am on board for this if they can do it well, because the movie was really, really good. None of the original people are involved in it, not even like the original director or writer, but I'm still intrigued enough to see where this is going to go.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a try for sure.
Exactly. Also, there is I believe it's it's a series. It's called The Man Who Fell to Earth. It's going to star Chiwetel Ejiofor, which is a series remake, though, of the film that originally starred David Bowie back in the day. So it's going to follow a new alien character who arrives on Earth at a turning point in human evolution and must confront his own past to determine our future. I like Chiwetel.
Yeah.
I never saw the original movie with David Bowie, but I like him and the concept sounds good. So I would definitely check.
And that was an odd show. Back,
Oh, so you
even
saw
back
it.
then. Well, I think, if I remember correctly, it was just, I think I started to watch it and then I thought, whoa, it's a little weird. You know me and finishing things. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested to see this.
Right.
But David Bowie, I love him. And I actually thought he was a pretty good actor, so.
Okay, see,
We'll
and
see.
to this day, I've never seen anything he's been in. Don't, crucify me out there, but
Right.
I haven't. So,
That's okay.
and of course, we got to follow more of the Dutton family drama. That's,
Yellowstone.
Right, so they're going to have a spin-off called Y 1883. This is going to follow the Dutton family in their early beginnings. So they're going to embark on a journey west through the Great Plains toward the last bastion of untamed America.
And who's going to be in this?
That hasn't been cast either. It was honestly just barely announced with the streaming services announcement, so nothing else besides we're doing this has been done on this.
It's kind of odd to me, especially with Yellowstone still going strong.
Right? Yes.
And then them having different characters.
Well, no, I guess it will
actors.
be different. Yeah, because it has to be the younger versions of
Yeah.
Kevin.
I guess
Costner
there
and
would
stuff.
have to be.
Because
Because they already do,
beginnings.
though. They already do. In Yellowstone, when they have the flashbacks, they have.
Oh, that's true.
So maybe.
Actually, they could cast some of those once it gets
Yeah.
to that point. I'm guessing they'll probably start though with what's Kevin Costner's name in the show? Why am I forgetting?
It's Dutton. It's
Right,
his last
but-
name. It is Dutton.
Anyway, so I'm thinking it'll start with his dad. So they'll have to cast his dad and things like that, and then cast him as a youngin.
Yes.
Coming into his own on that. Also, a second Yellowstone spinoff called 6666. This is a working title,
Gosh,
apparently.
how many sixes?
6666. 4 of them.
Ugh.
So this is going to be about when the Comanches still ruled West Texas. No ranch in America is more steeped in the history of the West than the 6666.
Wow.
It is still operating as it did 2 centuries before and encompassing an entire county. The 6666 is where the rule of law and the laws of nature merge in place, where the dangerous thing one does is the next thing. This sounds very ominous.
John Dutton. That's his name.
Oh, there we go, John Dutton.
Okay.
Right, there you go. You got
Jeez
excited about that.
Louise. Okay, sorry. Now you can continue.
No, it's okay. I was just thinking that one. I'm unsure. I'll have to hear more about it. The prequel for the Duttons, yes. This Yellowstone 66666 on the fence still, but we'll see.
Wow, they're really going with this.
Right?
I guess.
That's what I was-
I guess if it works, Keep
Better
it going
keep it
until they
going.
ruin it.
It makes me think that they probably have. I feel like maybe only 2 seasons more in mind for the.
That's what I'm
Yellowstone as it
thinking
is,
too.
and so that's why they
Yeah.
want to put something else in place,
That's what I'm thinking too. Is it's going to be not as long.
right?
They'll
Exactly.
end it probably sooner than we hoped.
In the reality paradise that we like on TV, or at least I should say I like a lot. We have Road Rules. Now this was from MTV.
I
back
remember
in the
that.
90s. Okay.
Yep.
So they're going to bring that back with a whole new, cast of road warriors as they call it. They'll be abandoned in a far-flung location, stripped of their belongings, and then forced to travel.
Are they going to be naked and afraid?
No.
Oh.
But that isn't, now you say that, that's another one that will also be coming just to that streaming service, Naked and Afraid. I think there's also one that's supposed to be dating.
That is like horrible.
Oh, it's Dating Naked. That's right. It's Dating Naked.
Naked.
My God. It's like,
I would
let's,
be-
it's like let's leave nothing to the imagination. Let's let it all hang out for everyone to see.
Oh, the madness. It just
Right?
continues.
So if you can have a conversation just sitting there naked as you're meeting someone for the first time, then there's probably hope for that
And
relationship.
then just talk about whatever pops up. Oh,
yeah, okay, sure, dating naked. Let's do that.
I hope they use the dating song. What's that? That dating. Remember the dating show?
Is it the one that was like dun 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 dun?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's it.
Oh, Love Connection?
No,
No.
but you had the right song. The dating game.
Oh, that's it, the dating game.
And they did have a love connection, maybe.
Right? Also, the Challenge All Stars, that was when they threw people from the real world and then people from the road rules into the same situation of road rules, basically. to compete for cash prize. They're going to do a new thing of that. And also the Real World Homecoming, starting with the New York cast, the very first season of the Real World cast. I just love this. They're all coming back to be in that same New York loft where it all started the first time.
Wow.
It's all these years later, just to live there just for a little bit. It's just a 6-episode thing. I'm not sure how long they actually were like in the living together for those 6 episodes, but I'm all for this. Mm-hmm. So I will be checking that out, and I'll let you know. Because I'll definitely be checking that out.
Okay.
As far as comedies, Frasier will be back.
Yes.
They're going to bring back Kelsey Grammer and Frasier.
And they need to bring back his brother Niles.
Right. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but I'm sure they're going to try. Hopefully he's up for it, because that would be awesome. Something I'm looking forward to too is they're going to do a show called Grease: The Rise of the Pink Ladies.
Oh my gosh.
So this is supposed to be a prequel that focuses on Frenchie's older sister Jane, who founded the Pink Ladies. So
really,
I'm intrigued by this. A musical, Grease, the Pink Ladies.
That Grease 2 was a big disappointment to me.
No.
Yeah, it was, because I loved the first one so much.
Oh, see.
I didn't like the second one, and now this, maybe this one I'll be okay with. I don't know, but I just feel like Grease was hard to follow up with. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I see, and this is probably just the difference in our ages, but it's like what
are you saying? I'm old?
I'm just saying I saw Grease 2 first. And it's because the original Grease came out the year before I was born.
Okay.
So I didn't see the original Grease.
I think I was 2, but I liked it.
What? Okay. You say so. So I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was just a different vibe.
Yeah, I think if you would have seen the first one first, you'd be like,
different. You're probably right. Mm-hmm. But since I didn't, I was like, ooh, I'll for it. I have both soundtracks, folks. Both soundtracks, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I'm on board for Grease: The Rise of the Pink Ladies. Also, we have Guilty Party. This is a dark comedy that will star Kate Beckinsale as a discredited journalist who finds herself in over her head when she latches onto a story of a young mother sentenced to life in jail for murdering her husband, which of course is a crime she didn't commit. I'm always for these, sucker for these, someone who was, blamed for something they didn't do, and someone's trying to, get them out. The fact that it's supposed to be a dark comedy and Kate Beckinsale's in it.
Right, yeah.
Love her. I've never seen her in comedy, so hey, let's see. Let's try this. Also, The Game. The Game was a show I used to watch back in the day on UPN. So it was just followed, a predominantly black cast of football players and their spouses.
Oh.
And it was a comedy. And then BET did end up buying it and they showed it, or had new seasons for 2 seasons of it on BET. I didn't watch it then. I kind of dropped off by then, but I did enjoy it at the time. So I guess they're bringing it back to Paramount Plus. I don't know if it's going to be some original cast and then maybe some new people is my guess. Because a lot of those people in there are doing other things. They probably can't get them back. So that's good. Also, Younger. So this is currently on the Pop Network. I think just like S Creek was. I'll just say S Creek so I don't constantly swear on here.
Oh.
And so they are now moving it from that station onto Paramount Plus for its final. I think it's just one more season. But yeah.
Schitt's Creek, for those of you who don't know what S Creek is.
And so they're going to move the final season onto there. Plus, you'll be able to see all the previous seasons for those who are interested.
Oh, good.
So I think that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And then finally, for some music stuff they're going to have, they're also bringing back Behind the Music. This was a VH1 staple back in the day. I used to love these. These were the first, for me, documentaries I ever watched.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I was so intrigued. It was so fascinating to, hear the behind the scenes of people you never realized were, crazy or just what was going on. I just remember watching the one on the Go-Go's. I think it was the first one I ever watched. I had no idea they were as party hardy as they were. I had no idea they were just out there.
So basically, documentaries on mini documentaries on groups, bands.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was strictly music based and just behind the scenes. And they interviewed the real people if they were still existing.
I do remember that because I watched those too, and that was awesome. It was really good and very informative.
Especially to get the stuff straight from the artist's mouth. It was well, that was going on. It's I had no idea because most of them were in the age before cell phones, so it was what? So I just had no idea. So I'm so glad they're bringing
when
that
does
back.
that one come back?
No date on that yet. So I'm just
All
Have to
right.
keep our eye out.
Yeah.
Also, they're bringing back Unplugged from MTV.
Oh gosh.
That was
I watched that.
right. That was good too.
Yep.
And also Yo MTV Raps.
Woo!
I'm here for it. It's like, yes, bring back all those things from my, growing up time in the 90s. Love it. So good. And then, as I said, CBS All Access currently already has some programming that will stay. So, which I still haven't watched, but so you'll still be able to watch The Stand. So if you haven't watched that,
I haven't
series,
watched that yet, and I'm dying to watch it, but it was kind of pricey.
Yes. So, speaking of pricings, I hadn't mentioned that yet. So it's $4.99 a month with ads, and then $9.99 a month without ads for the pricing. So current CBL Access pricing is the $4.99 a month is what people are paying. So you'll just stay at that as you go in. But if you'd like to get it with no ads, you can up it and be $9.99 a month.
Okay.
So
is that no ads in the show, in the movie that you're watching?
right, it's kind of like how Hulu works right now,
okay.
where you can still see ads for a little bit.
I don't get
Or
ads
you
in
can,
Hulu.
you pay the one that's high, a little higher
guess
to get
so,
no
yeah.
ads. Yeah, that's what that has to be. The Stand, we have Star Trek Discovery that's already been on there, Star Trek Picard, The Good Fight, which was, the spinoff of The Good Wife that used to be on CBS, Why Women Kill. I had started to watch that and I liked it. I just forgot about it and fell off, so I'll have to go back to that. They're going to have a lot of sports options. I'm not into sports, so.
Any
Yay.
ESPN?
So.
I know that's its own thing,
Right.
but
There's going to be a lot of sports, like they mentioned, like Inside the NFL will be on there. The NFL on CBS will be on there. PGA Tour on there.
oh, okay, so we can watch
So
everything.
yeah,
that's-
things like that. They're going to have.
See, why have TV? I mean, why have all this other nonsense?
That's
To be. I mean, seriously, as long as I can watch ID, so I can just figure out who's killing who, and then most of these other things that you've said is going to be there, and Discovery
true.
Plus,
Yeah, that's true. I wholeheartedly agree.
It's
So
going to give Xfinity and these other guys in Dish a run for their money, I think.
yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I'm with you. So that's just a smattering of what's to come. They have a lot more. If you guys want to look it up and see for yourself everything else, because there's a lot more than what I mentioned, but I don't want to take all day just talking about that. But those are some things that
No,
I
that's
thought were
really
intriguing,
great.
so-
How exciting.
Exactly.
A lot of great stuff coming out in movie land, movie and TV land.
Exactly. So looking forward to it.
Yay.
In other news, so Rose Leslie and Theo James have been cast to star in the HBO series version of The Time Traveler's Wife. This was a movie I remember really enjoying. It was back in 2009. It had Rachel McAdams and am I forgetting his name now? Rachel McAdams and who was the time traveling husband? I can see his face.
Yep.
And now I can't think of his name. It'll come back to me. Anyway.
Sure.
And so it was the magical love story of Claire and Henry, whose only obstacle to that love story was that he continually had to keep traveling and jumping through time. He was escaping from something, and he just had to keep moving. That
was good.
That was just how he survived. So Rose Leslie, for those who don't remember, she was Ygritte in the Game of Thrones. And then Theo James, he's most known for the Divergent movies.
Eric Bana?
Yes, thank you. Eric Bana. That was the husband. So I think this will be a good show. Also, we have Rachel Zegler, who is about to be playing the character Maria in the upcoming West Side Story remake later this year. She has just been cast in the sequel to Shazam called Shazam! Fury of the Gods. This will just be her second movie, because prior to her getting cast in Maria, I mean, it was one of those casting calls where they put it out to high school students and like college age students.
Oh, really?
So she auditioned, with thousands of people, and she got chosen. She had never acted before.
Wow.
Outside of like school stuff, and so the Shazam movie will just be her second role, and she hasn't even come out yet with West Side Story, so this will be awesome.
Well, let's hope she's good in it.
Right? That was one of the casualties of COVID. It was supposed to come out last year, and it got
Yeah.
pushed to this year, so we'll have to see. And they really want it in theaters, which is why they pushed it to this year. Also, Hugh Grant and Sophia Lillis, who is in Stranger Things, have joined the cast for the live-action Dungeons and Dragons we discussed last week. So Grant has been cast as the villain in that. I don't know what that means for Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't either, but
this
my
cast is
daughter
rounding
loves
out.
Dungeons and Dragons, so she probably would know who
Right.
know all about that. And Hugh Grant, he was in
Oh, he's been in so many.
yeah,
ones.
and he was in The Undoing.
Oh yes, most recently he was in that.
And also
So-
nominated for an award at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, we said before, or I said before that I usually video game remakes, or in this case, board game remakes, aren't usually the best. But the fact that they have so many good people in it. So as mentioned previously, Reggie Jean Page from Bridgerton was already cast in it, and then I just learned that Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez are also in
Ooh,
it. So,
yay! I love Chris Pine.
So yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Well, good.
Right? Something to look forward to.
And I'm
again.
sure as we get more information and the dates, we can share that.
Right. Mm-hmm. They should. I guess they'll probably start filming it this summer, so I don't think it'll come out until
And
next
probably
year.
most of these will be filmed in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And then come out next year.
Exactly.
So.
So movies and TV shows out this week. First, exciting! We have Coming to America 2. This is going to be on Amazon, so it's going to star Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall and many of the other actors like James Earl Jones that was in the first one. So in this one, the African monarch Akeem learns he has a long-lost son in the United States and must return to America to meet this unexpected heir and build a relationship with his son. Seeing the trailers, even if I hadn't seen it, it wouldn't matter. I'd watch this regardless because I really liked the first one. So, but it looks good. I think it looks good. You know,
You had me at Eddie Murphy.
Right? We just love seeing him in his element and his comedy element. So hopefully he keeps doing more and more and more. Also, Raya and the Last Dragon. So this is going to be in theaters, and also you can watch this through the Disney Plus Premium package. So this is going to be just like Mulan. Well, unfortunately, if you have Disney Plus, that's number one. But number two, you do have to pay extra to watch this. I believe this one is $15 to watch it through Disney Plus.
Well, what a discount.
Right,
Remember
so-
Mulan was around 30?
So hopefully, if you do want to see it, just might as well go to theaters. I think you'd probably save money, depending on how many people need to go and see it. Maybe not if you have like a family of 6.
Unless it's a
But
Tuesday.
Right, or unless it's a Tuesday.
Tuesdays are good days.
So, right. But this is about, so this takes place in a realm known as Kumandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization. A warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon. So she is voiced by Kelly Marie Tran from the Star Wars movies. And then you also have Awkwafina, Gemma Chan, and Daniel Day Kim, who I feel like I haven't seen Daniel Day Kim since Hawaii Five-0. God, I loved him on that show.
Oh, right.
So I'm glad he's getting, this is voice work, but I know he's going to be I'm going to see him in other stuff, but I just realized I haven't seen him in a while. Also coming out is Chaos Walking. This is just going to be in theaters.
This looks good to me. And because I
does.
love Cynthia Erivo.
So, yeah, so this stars her, Tom Holland, Mads Mikkelsen, and Daisy Ridley, also from Star Wars, funnily enough, and also Nick Jonas. So this is set in a dystopian world where there are no women and all living creatures can hear each other's thoughts in a stream of images, words, and sounds that they call noise. This does look intriguing.
I know. It does. I think so.
Maybe we'll have to go to the theater and see this one.
Oh, for sure.
So we could do that.
Yes. I do have to just put a plug in here for Cynthia Erivo. If you haven't seen Harriet yet, I don't know if you haven't seen it yet, probably.
I don't know.
She is so good in it. And the music, which she sings, it's just this, I know, it's just kind of a powerful, I don't even know how really what to say about it other than it just like gives you goosebumps. At least it did to me. The movie's great. I know that it explained a lot. I'm sure there was way more to Harriet Tubman's life than, what it showed. But,
Right.
I thought it was a great depiction of her life and just how instrumental in what she went through for her cause, for the Underground Railroad. And I really liked this movie, and I just thought Cynthia Erivo was amazing. And again, the music. So if you haven't seen it, I would, I would definitely see this one. Put this on your list to see.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. That is on my list.
She was also in
Something-
The Outsider.
Right. On HBO, that's right. She was in that
Yes.
show as well. Also coming out is Boogie. This will be also in theaters. So this stars Taylor Takahashi. He has never acted before, I learned, so this is his first movie, but it's just a coming-of-age story of Alfred Boogie Chin, who's a basketball phenom living in Queens, New York, who dreams of one day playing in the NBA. So it's just following his, like I said, coming of age story, his life. He gets a new girlfriend, just how his parents feel about him doing this. So it does look interesting. This is one I probably would wait for me to see at home, but it does look like it would be a good film. Also, we have Moxie. This is going to be on Netflix with Amy Poehler. She plays the mom of a shy teenager who publishes an anonymous zine calling out sexism at her school after being inspired by her mom's rebellious past and a confident new friend.
Oh.
This didn't draw me in from the trailer I saw, but I don't know. If anyone out there ends up seeing this, you might have to drop us a line and let us know how it was.
Yeah.
That's not one I can see myself watching unless someone tells me it was good. Last new release I do see myself watching is called Boss Level. This is on Hulu. It stars, my main guy, Frank Grillo, from Kingdom. Also Mel Gibson, we haven't seen in a while, and Naomi Watts.
Oh.
So this plays like a Groundhog Day. So Frank Grillo is playing a retired military operative that finds himself in a never-ending time loop on the day of his death.
Oh, wow.
So until he can figure out exactly how to, I don't know if it's to prevent it or just to find out why someone's trying to kill him, he's going to be in this time loop.
So would you say this is kind of like a mystery, or what would you categorize?
It's definitely action with some comedy thrown in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should watch the trailer. I was laughing just at the trailer, but the action part of it was good too.
Okay, great.
So this comes out on Friday, so I'm just going to highly recommend it, even though I haven't even seen it yet, because I know it's going to be awesome. Okay, so what we've been watching this week, I have started The Queen's Gambit finally on Netflix. So I am 4 episodes in. I am really liking it. I can see why Anna Taylor-Joy got her award. She's really good in it.
And she won for...
it was Best Actress in a Limited Series.
In a limited series, okay.
Yes, and so it's a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
So far so good. So I just have 3 more episodes to go, so I'll let you know the end result in that. But I do like it so far. Also, I started watching Being Human, which is on AMC Plus. Now, I've really enjoyed this. I realized that as I started watching it, I had seen like the first episode of this years ago when it first, because I think it's from like 2013 or 14, I think when it first came out. And I remember seeing one episode and I just never followed up, but it used to be a Sci-Fi Channel show. But it's about a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire who decide to become roommates.
And that's a joke, right? And they all walk into a bar.
And they're all just trying to be as human as possible, hence the title, Being Human. They're just like, we're going to keep each other grounded, trying to have as normal life as possible, and just...
So it's got to have some comedy or dark comedy, too.
There is some dark comedy. I mean, everyone has their, bad days, especially the vampire, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I've just really enjoyed it. I really got sucked in. I got through the whole first season. There's 4 seasons total. So it'll take, it's going to take me some time. But yes, I've really...
4 seasons. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed it. And I just barely signed up for this AMC Plus for the free preview. But I can tell already I'm going to be charged that monthly fee, so I can try and finish this up.
No kidding. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
This is one of the more expensive things at $8.99 a month that's out there for some reason.
So how many different stations are under, or I should say, like what else comes with AMC Plus? Is it just movies? Are there other?
No, it's like they have actually very little movies. It is mainly TV series like this.
Oh, okay.
Very little from what I saw.
I'm just wondering why so much more.
I don't know, honestly. I mean, they have a lot of BBC stuff, and I'm going to guess that's probably why it's higher, because some reason they want to charge a higher fee for stuff.
Gotcha.
I got it to watch Discovery Witches that I mentioned last week, and then just searching around in there, of course, I came across this, and I was like, huh. So, like I said, I'm sure the charge of $8.99 is going to go through, and we'll go for 1 month and see what happens. I don't see my house having this long term, but you never know.
Yeah.
We'll see. To me, that's a bit pricey since nothing else is that expensive. But
right, and you never know; it could come down in price.
That's true.
Because there's a lot out there.
That is true.
So, well, for me this week, I did watch Tell Me Your Secrets, which Rhonda watched last week, and I was hooked. Just like what you said, I was hooked from the beginning. What a crazy storyline!
Right.
When you talked about, this woman hiring, the serial rapist to find the killer of her daughter, or the disappearance of her daughter, we should say. I was thinking, what? That's just kind of weird, but
Right?
you're
Yeah.
right. It worked. It's really good. I enjoyed it. So I would definitely recommend watching that. I got through that couple of days, which is not like me. I was watching it every second I could. So I had my headphones on, and I would watch it, every second I could. And I also watched Nomadland with
Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand, who what is a super amazing actress in my opinion. She's in Fargo. I really enjoyed this movie. However, it is kind of slow. It follows the path of this what appears to be this homeless woman, and her husband dies, and she goes on a road trip basically where she, lives her life in different places out of her van. And people will offer to help her, but she doesn't take any help at all. So you kind of feel sorry for her. And then you realize that she is enjoying her nomad lifestyle and would get jobs in different towns that she comes across. So it's really interesting. Again, I really like Frances McDormand, so it worked for me. But it is kind of a slow movie. It's definitely Oscar-ish. So anyway. So if you want something that's not like action-packed, but it's just kind of, it's kind of charming and just, something that you can kind of chill out to, I would recommend this movie. And then I did want to say that I'm still watching Servant.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because it's a once-a-week episode, and I will just tell you that I think this could have been done in a few episodes.
Oh.
Because
Good.
I still feel like I'm in the same spot.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
It's not moving along fast enough. So if you're going to watch this, I'm not saying it's not good, but I feel like if you're going to watch this, you need to just wait it out and then watch it all at once.
Okay.
So at least that way it makes more sense. But again, I'm in season 2, and I'm not seeing a lot of change.
Okay.
Of course, there's some little things that change, but yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So
Good to know.
anyway.
Now we'd like to go over a little bit of the Golden Globe nominations that's happened on Sunday. Just talk about it a little bit. So first off, best movie comedy was Borat. This was a shocker to me. Now I know I didn't see it, but I guess it did get pretty favorable reviews. But the fact that it won was still a surprise. What did you think?
I know. Who would have
Right?
thought?
Who would have thought? And then to put with that, Sacha Baron won for lead actor in a movie for that movie as well. For comedy.
That is crazy.
Right?
Well-
it's like you never thought Sasha would. Yeah, it's.
He's pretty funny, but
He's
then-
pretty funny.
He
The fact
is.
that, it's just, anyway, the fact that he won, mind blown on that. Also, for lead actress in a movie comedy was Rosamund Pike for I Care a Lot. This was well deserved, even though I had mixed feelings on the movie. She did a great job in it. So
Huh.
I think that's. Do you not agree?
I agree. I haven't. Oh well, yes. Sorry, I do
okay.
agree.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely agree. I was gonna say something, but no.
Okay.
No, I agree.
Okay. So for best movie drama, ended up being Nomadland, the thing that Rochelle just watched. And was very Oscar-ish, so I'm sure it'll get
Yes.
an Oscar nomination when those come out.
Yeah, I'm sure it will too.
But lead actor in a drama went to Chad Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Which neither one of us has seen yet.
No, I actually had forgotten about this movie, so I'll have to write it down and put it back on my list. Also for lead actress in a drama, went to Andra Day for United States vs. Billie Holiday that just came out last week. I do want to see this, so I would definitely check
too.
it out. I bet she was great. Supporting actor in a drama went to Daniel. I can't remember his last name. So I
Kaluuya?
apologize. Yes, for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Which I want to see. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen that yet either. So much stuff to see. And then supporting actress in the drama went to Jodie Foster for the Mauritanian.
Yeah, Mauritania.
So I had, like I said, I don't know much of that movie. I know we had announced when it came out, but I will have to see. It's out to be on demand, I think, available. So I guess you can check it out then if you want to pay. So best animated movie was Soul. I'm all for this. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks so good, and we love Jamie Foxx. So,
If you just a quick thing, if you do want to see Nomadland, I was able to watch it through Stars for free.
oh, it's supposed to be on Amazon. Was it
Yeah,
not there?
no, I actually, clicked on it or just called it up on demand, and it gave it to me through Stars.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway.
Okay. Also, Best Director ended up being Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, so that's not too big of a shocker.
No. How about
But
that?
she's the first Asian woman, first Asian actually of any gender to win for Best Director, so that's accomplishment right there. Best Comedy Series went to S Creek.
Oh, Schitt's
So-
Creek! Yay!
Lead actress also went to Catherine O'Hara from S Creek,
I was so happy about that.
so that's awesome. Lead actor in a comedy went to Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso. This is a show I had no interest in watching. I may have to check out one just to see since he won this award. And that's although no, I think it's on Showtime, so that probably won't be happening. I don't have Showtime.
Oh.
But Best Limited Series went to The Queen's Gambit.
Oh,
So
that was so good.
Right, so I just need to finish it and see how it ended up. Lead actor in a limited series went to Mark Ruffalo for I Know This Much Is True. Love him as an actor.
Yes.
Haven't actually heard about that movie.
I saw
but-
him win that one.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
Okay. Lead actress in a limited series was Anna Taylor-Joy for The Queen's Gambit, as we mentioned earlier. So that's awesome, well deserved. Supporting actor in a limited series went to John Boyega for Small Axe. Now, this is definitely a movie I've never heard about.
Or
so-
seen. I mean, seen or heard of.
Right? So I'll have to look that up and get more information on it. But I like John Boyega, so I'm happy for him. Supporting actress in a limited series went to Gillian Anderson for The Crown.
Yay!
This is something where Shell's an avid watcher of, and she thought was well deserved, right?
Yes. Yep. She played Margaret Thatcher.
Best drama series went to The Crown.
Yay!
And also lead actor and actress went to people from The Crown. So we had Emma Corwin and Josh O'Connor, who played Diana and Princess Charles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So The Crown
The
won
Crown
big.
took it. Woohoo!
The Crown and S Creek seem like the bigger winners.
Yes.
So that's
Schitt's
awesome.
Creek. Just so y'all know.
It's fine. She can pronounce it. I'm sure if I said it, I wouldn't come out right. So that's cool. We'll just leave it at that. And now it's time for part 3 of our Real versus Reality series. Today we're going to take a look at the movie The Blind Side. Now this came out in 2009 and focused on Michael Orr. So Michael Orr in real life, he was a homeless black teen who had basically drifted in and out of the school system for years. And then Leanne Toohey?
Toohey.
Sorry. Leanne Toohey and her husband Sean took him in. And they eventually became his legal guardians, and then transformed basically his life and theirs, because whole different world.
They adopted him
into that. May have happened in the movie. In real life, that's not exactly what happened.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
But yeah, that's true. So, for the real Michael Orr in his early life, he did come from a broken family. He did have problematic parents who did have too many mouths to feed. So, because of that, he was doing poorly as a student. He was actually taken in by several foster families before he was. Well, I guess he actually was adopted by the Toohey family. I think I'm getting myself confused. In the movie, he wasn't adopted. He was just legally a legal guardian of them. I was thinking in real life it was that he was. But he was adopted by the Toohey family, and then in the movie, though, it was just a legal guardianship, is how it was portrayed.
I think in the movie they did adopt him because he referred to him as his brother, and then when he played that game and his mom was there and she took him off to school, so when I saw it, I felt that she had adopted him.
Okay, well, that could be true. In that instance, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I'm just going off what I read about the movie.
Yeah.
They had just described it as a legal guardianship in the movie, but it could have been that it was just a misprint from what I read. So, but yeah, so in real life, he was adopted by them. During that time, he received many scholarship offers from many renowned universities such as Tennessee, Auburn, South Carolina, Alabama, and Louisiana, but he did end up playing for University of Mississippi football team, which is the Old Miss Rebels.
Miss.
And that was because of his foster parents. He was awarded several titles, such as the first team freshman All-American, first team All-Quad freshman Chrome Tackle, and first team SEC All-Freshman in 2005. So during the span of his professional career, Orr played for 3 different teams in the NFL, and according to TheRiches.com, Orr has a net worth of nearly $20 million. Wow. As of today, he has been released by his former team, the Carolina Panthers, and now resides in Nashville in a home he has purchased back in 2017.
That's so great. I just love that story. You know,
it is. It's a really good one.
Such a feel-good story.
Yes. It's so awesome. It was such a good show. I mean, I remember watching it and wanting to learn more about him and to learn. When I remember asking my dad, since he's the one that's up on football, like to tell me, like he's like, "Oh yeah, I know him." I forgot who he was playing with at the time, but
well, it made me want to go adopt a kid.
So it's just nice that someone could get help like that, you know. And you know, in the beginning, it was like, you know, who could see where that was going to go, but. So I really enjoyed the movie. Sandra Bullock was great in that. I remember her being nominated. I don't think she won for anything, but I remember she was nominated at the time. And then
she was really good.
Tim McGraw played the husband. He was great in it. The actor that played Michael Orr. I had never seen him before, but he was really good in it. That was one of Lily Collins' first movies.
Wow.
So,
yeah, you know, I think I've seen that movie 5 times.
Really?
If it comes on,
that's more than me.
I love it.
I think I've seen it just twice. I saw it once in theaters and then once when it got onto DVD. So,
yeah. And anytime it's on TV, I watch it. So.
Oh, well, okay. Well, there you go. So, if those of you guys out there who for some reason haven't seen it, please take a look. It used to play all the time on TBS. I don't know if it still does, but I'm sure you can find it.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. So thanks again for listening. We had so much fun, as we usually do, and we hope you did as well. Please give us a review or comment, as it really helps us out. And please follow us on Instagram at movies_munchies_moscato. We will see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
Thank you, guys.